Hey Leo, this will be your monthly reading for month of May. So just general reading. Let's see what comes out, what's going on. And then I usually break things down into like weeklies or bi-weeklies or, whichever. But this will be an overall for the month of May. So let's see what's going on with Leo. Okay, good start. Got the Nine of Pentacles, first card. Awesome. It's hot in here. Okay, what's going on with Leo, please? Month of May. Okay. All right. Wow. Dang. Got hot in here all of a sudden. Okay. Leo's throwing out the hot energy. All right, let's see. All right, what else for Leo's, please? Actually, maybe three more cards. Whoops. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow. Seriously, it's like all of a sudden, just like crazy hot. Oh, okay. I got four cards. Woo. All right. Leo's busy, busy. What's going on here? All right. So definitely some ups and downs here financially. But for the most part, you're going to come out good. Okay. But there's going to be a little bump. It could be that you need to help someone financially, okay? Or it could just be some sort of like expense that comes up. And I don't want to scare you guys right from the get-go because honestly, it looks good towards the end. So that's fine. You're going to come out of it just fine. The majority of your cards financially are very nice and sturdy, okay? But there is going to be probably, and again, it's a general reading, so don't get that stuck in your head that it's going to happen. This is general, so it's just for some of you. There will be, we do have a Five of Pentacles here. So there may be an instance, I almost feel like it could be like a family member or something like that, young, that could need some help, possibly with moving or something like that, okay? So I see that could be some sort of choice for you, whether or not to help, that kind of deal. I would suggest if you can, like if it's not a huge burden for you financially, that it's probably okay to do that, not unless it's like one of those, use your own judgment, obviously. I mean, if it's a situation where it is a young person, perhaps a child or, not like a toddler, like a youth of some sort that needs your help, as long as they're not like just totally codependent on you all the time where they're never going to learn a lesson, as long as it's not that type of thing. I think it seems like you'll probably, kind of want to help them. And I think that's probably a good thing. Now, again, this might not be the case. If it's not that, and again, this is in May, so this may not resonate now. This is going to be going on through the month of May. If it's not that particular situation, it could also be just your own situation where something happens where you need to make a choice. Perhaps, something you have to fix up at your home, and I'm not talking decor, I'm talking about actual, the physical improvements to your home and things like that. Could be anything in that area that you might have to make a choice about spending some money towards. Okay. It's okay though, because I do see you coming out very well. All right. So, if there's like this thing where you have to like kind of take a chance and put some money out towards something. And I'm not necessarily thinking investments. Don't go with that. This isn't like take a risk on an investment and it will pay off. That's not the kind of, this is more like somebody needs help or your home needs help or, something like that. All right. Because and we're going to go into love later too. I'm going to throw down some cards because this is obviously about money. But after that choice, you have the Six of Wands. Okay. So they're going to really appreciate you, if this is somebody that needs your help. They're going to be like very, they're going to put you like on a pedestal in a sense, and, not in an ego, not to feed your ego kind of way, and you guys don't fall for that anyway, but like in a good way, in a positive way. They're going to look at you in high regard and be very grateful, for this that you have done. And the meantime, it's going to improve your situation somehow because it's kind of like tithing in a sense, the art of tithing, giving and receiving tenfold, kind of deal. And, with this King of Pentacles and then the Strength card, which is your card, I feel like, definitely you will make out okay. And, this just seems like legit help, that's going to, or improvement, legit improvement, something like that is going to be a little bit, teeny bit of a setback, but in the long run will, pay off in one way or the other. So there is that. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see what's coming towards Leo in the month of May, please. What is coming towards Leo in the month of May? Who or what is coming towards Leo? General reading for May, please. Oh, okay. Queen of Wands. Let's see. Oh, and Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. And Nine of Swords, and then Hierophant. So this could even be a partner, possibly, that needs your help. That could be, or, it's interesting. We have two women here. And I can, cross watchers, no. This doesn't feel like this is love necessarily, although we do have the Hierophant here and Justice. Let's dig a little bit more into with these queens, why they are here. Let's see, who are these pretty queens coming towards Leo here? What is this energy? Is this Leo or no? Because it's coming in towards you. Who are they? Who is this coming towards Leo, please? In what realm? What are they coming towards Leo for, please? Okay. Possibly, actually, now that I've said that, when I excused the cross watchers off too soon, perhaps that was a little too quick. I mean, it's possible, that these are two people vying for your attention. Okay, if so, they are both pretty good candidates. I'll give you that, and that would be a tough choice. But it does seem like if that were the case, and I'll give other scenarios too, but if that were the case, seems like you would be moving away from one of them and choosing to start a new beginning with one of these, okay? And, there's going to be some tower moments, and there's going to be an ending to something, and there's going to be some stress, I'm sorry, this is the Ten of Swords and then the Nine of Swords. But then we do have a commitment coming from all of this, okay, with the Hierophant, all right? And then after that, Justice, which is balance, okay? So there is a possibility that you are in between two people right now and which one to kind of go to. And I can see that would be a heck of a choice because these two females or two males, doesn't matter, whichever way it goes. I mean, they're both pretty kick-ass. So I can see that would be a tough decision. Let's see what else is coming towards you, though, because I think that seemed to be a little bit more love related. And those could be the people too that, need your help, in that other situation. But actually, I'm going to clean up these cards and see what else is coming towards you so that we don't just get hung up into that first part there. Because that seemed like a specific message. So let's see what's coming towards Leo in love, please. What's coming towards Leo in love? Okay. All right. So we do have the commitment card at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands, okay? So we do have commitment, but we have sort of a little bit of tiptoeing around a situation right now, all right? We do have the Seven of Swords, which can sometimes indicate, that maybe you do, you or someone else, maybe it's your partner, has somebody else on the side, like a couple options kind of, weighing back and forth. And I don't see this in like a sleazy, like cheating kind of way or anything like that. I see it as more like, because again, those two queens that came out were very mature. So this is like a mature situation that you're treading lightly and delicately, and that's good. You're doing the right thing. You're trying to kind of weigh this all out, and you've got really good cards under here. You've got the commitment card, you've got the Sun card, which is you guys. You've got the Queen of Cups. You've got the Page of Cups, so I think, and then the Six of Pentacles, which is balance again, just like that Judgment card. It's like kind of telling the same story in a sense. So I think you're a couple things. Some of you could actually be tiptoeing around trying to plan something to propose to someone or something like that. That could be. Others of you could be just kind of tiptoeing around a situation, waiting for the appropriate decision or the appropriate time to move forward towards committing, and some of you could be tiptoeing around trying to make a decision on who to pick. Okay. So either way, any of those, I see positive outcome. Okay. So that means you'll make, most likely the most of you in a general reading, will make the right choice and move to something that will be pretty strong. Okay. So that looks good. Let's see. Any other messages here coming out for Leo for May, please? Just overall messages coming out for Leo for May. Anything else they need to know? Okay. Yeah, somebody's going to get a broken heart in this. That's for sure. I think I just keep feeling there's like a couple people in this situation. So I don't necessarily think it is you, but a little bit. I do see. Wow, this is a tough choice. I get it. I think that it's like, there is this choice to be made. I think that somebody is going to be, brokenhearted in one way or the other. And yes, that could be you in a sense, because, if you do have, choices or things like that, or if the other person has choices. So I'm going to break this down in two things. All right. So if it's you that has the couple people where you need to kind of get to the point where now you need to make a decision, which one am I going to go with? Okay. There's, definitely going to be, hearts broken in this scenario because they both probably like you very much and somebody's going to get hurt, so that's, and that will also kind of hurt you too, because, it's probably a hard decision, and you don't want to break somebody's heart, but, you kind of have to move on to this other person. Okay. So there's that. If it's the other way around, it's possible, with that Seven of Swords coming out, it's possible that who you are dealing with has, they're the ones possibly with a couple choices and that sort of thing. In that case, what I believe would be the scenario is that, yes, you possibly will go through some heartbreak with this situation, but ultimately, I believe you will be the one coming out of this with a commitment with this person. Okay. I think it might take some time, and I think there will be some kind of tumultuous, area there, for a little while, during May, but ultimately the cards that are wanting to come out, a little bit down the road are all very positive in your favor. Okay. So either of those scenarios, this will get worked out. It seems like this is going to be a time where things are going to get hashed out. And there will be decisions made, down the road. I'm seeing this later towards, maybe third week of May, something like that. And again, this might not even be anything you're aware of yet, because this is all of May. So this could start happening next week or the week after that, But either way, I see that you guys kind of are the contender, and the main choice. So, okay, let's see financially. Again, I know we did the first reading, but let's just pull a couple cards financially for Leo, please. One card for financial placement for Leo in May, please. Okay, awesome. Three of Pentacles. So for those with the World at the bottom of the deck, that is awesome. Okay. All right. And again, that Five of Pentacles is wanting to come out. So there is some movement here. Also, we have the Wheel, and then we have the Ace of Swords, which is a victory. So like I said, there's going to be some kind of little bit of setback. For some of you, it could be travel, moving, and maybe that's going to set you back a little bit. Or somebody else is moving and needs your help too. I do see that. But overall, financially, again, aces, it looks good. For those of you looking for work, the Three of Pentacles is a very good sign that there would be some kind of new, fresh beginning for you, new offers. And since it is Pentacles and, it wasn't like a Cups or a Wand or whatever that came out, that tells me, it would be strong and good. So I think things will be nice and balanced, for the most part. Like I said, a little heads up, there's probably a little something in there, but nothing that's going to be devastating or, anything like that. You guys have really good cards with that World card that was at the bottom of the deck and so forth. So that looks good. Overall romance angel advice for you guys. And this is romance, not finances. Overall romance advice, please. Give me 3 cards for Leo, please. Because it looks like they're dealing with a little tricky situation here. Give me 3 cards for Leo, please. Okay. Okay. What do we get here? All right. Looks like we might be throwing a few more cards down. Okay, because I got wait, I got unlikely, and then I got there's something better. So these seem a little odd to me because waiting, you know, why would you wait if something seems unlikely and then there's something better? So let me kind of clear this up a little bit because the wait and unlikely kind of throw me off here. All right, Leo's in love. Leo's in love. What does wait? No, what is unlikely? What is unlikely with Leo's in love, please? What is unlikely? Because I just told them it was likely. Angels. All right, let's see. What is unlikely for Leo's in love, please? Okay. Well, I do have the 4 of Cups, which it's a little different in this deck. Could be dealing with a Cancer, some of you, by the way. So with this 4 of Cups and then 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, yeah, again, and that 3 of Swords that came out earlier, maybe there is, you know, some... Give me a 3-card spread, please. Leo in love. Give me the full story very clearly. Because it seems a little convoluted. I don't know if I made it convoluted or if it is convoluted. Let's see. Give me a very clear story for Leo, please. 3 cards in love only for the month of May. For the month of May, please. Leo. Wow, I think it's the longest Leo video I've ever done. You guys are usually pretty straightforward. All right, let's see. And that's not very clear. Okay, a little bit. All right, you know, it's a little, you know, and again, it's a general reading, and maybe that's why, because there's probably lots of different energies going on here. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, sometimes it's just not a super, you know, hard-hitting and clear. So with this one, you know, a little bit. We've got the 4 of Cups again, and that's kind of what came out in this deck. So we have someone that is strategizing, okay? Probably trying to, whether or not to reconcile with this person or to let them know that you want to, okay? Strategizing, thinking about it, you know, a lot of mental energy going towards that of, you know, perhaps wanting this person back, but they're not having it, okay? They're not there yet, okay? This seems like somebody that you've probably been dealing with already from the past. The outcome isn't so hot, okay? So that kind of makes me take back what I said earlier. And I'm not sure, I'm going to have to rethink that, why that went. The outcome is the 5 of Cups. Now, the good thing is there's no major arcana cards here. So all of this can be turned around, okay? And this is temporary energy. So let me just see something real quick here. This was for May. I gave an overall. What is the overall outcome between these 2 people, please? We have a lot of 3s here again, too. So I do think there's more than one person involved in this scenario. So even though these cards aren't 3s, there's 3 here, there's 3 here. Something's gone wrong, you know. So, and it's, you know, I can see some sadness coming up here. But again, nothing major arcana yet. So let's see, what is the overall going on here with Leo? What is the overall outcome down the road? Is this temporary? What's the overall outcome with these 2 things for Leo? Okay. All right. Okay, awesome. All right. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I think that this month is not going to be fun. I'm gonna say that. Okay. It seems like there might be some clashes. Some things that you find out, or that they find out, either or. There's going to be a little bit of back and forth of maybe you wanting to reach out to them, but they're maybe not, receptive to that yet. And it's going to, possibly make you kind of sad and can be some heartbreak definitely around this whole situation. However, I did ask because I had the feeling that this is temporary. It doesn't feel like it's a done deal to me. All right. So that's why I pushed it a little bit further. And overall outcome, so that doesn't necessarily mean May, it could be down the road, but overall outcome between you two, and I only asked about two, not three, two, is the Fool card, which is a new start, a new adventure. Now, sometimes that can mean leaving someone and starting onto a new adventure. However, in this particular case, with these cards at the bottom of the deck, it tells a much clearer story in that sense that, when judgment is here, this tells me another renewal, and it also tells me that you guys will, do this like heavy work, to get to this place and when I say you guys, I don't mean Leos, I mean you both, you and your partner or whoever it is that is concerned, that you both will do this heavy work, and finally get some answers, get to the bottom of things, get things situated, get it more balanced. You guys will get it more balanced where it's just you two and it's soulmate stuff, but not quite there. We have the Tower card come in. It's going to shake things up even more. And then we have the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate card, and it is more committed and stronger for it. Okay. So to me, this looks like a little bit of a tumultuous relationship, but back and forth. Again, I'll stick with my original then because I kept seeing good cards coming out at the bottom that wanted to come out, and I get that now. And that's why I was saying I think you would be the ultimate victor and all that kind of stuff. But I guess that's not coming for a little while. All right. So right now this month of May might be a little rough, but hang in there if you can, if you want to. And again, this is a general reading, so if this doesn't apply, but if it does. Hang in there if you want to, if you feel it's worth it, for your soul and, and for your love, And if so, I do believe you guys will have a renewal down the road. I think you will grow from it. I don't think it's going to be easy. There's this, some shakeups and things like that. But you do get to the Two of Cups, which is a deeper understanding of each other. So, now this advice only applies if this is a healthy relation. I mean, if there's, anything, violence, anything, and I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be physical violence, any type of, verbal violence, anything like that. I'm a proponent of no, if it's that back and forth and that tumultuous, time to move on. And, in that case, the Fool card takes on a whole new meaning. It means, get away from that and rebuild yourself. But if there are none of those things in this situation, if this is a true love back and forth, then I believe you guys will get there. All right. And it will be a good thing eventually. May might be a little tricky. So let's see. And that there's something better card could be just that. Now, it could be telling you for some of you, this may not be a healthy relationship. And you'll know, and that means, don't lie to yourself, it's time to move on, and don't let them try to reel you back in or anything like that. For others of you, I think that there's something better is that Two of Cups I'm talking about that's down the road, but that's going to take a lot of, effort on their part and your both of your parts, and to grow into that deep, connection. Okay. So, all right, that was kind of a long reading. Sorry. Let's see. One overall too. Just what's overall energy for overall energy advice for Leos. Advice for Leos during this month of May. Okay, the Four of Fire. All right, so that's kind of like the Four of Wands. So contentment, this is advice, okay? Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Okay, so that is advice. So that not isn't necessarily like what is going on in the month of May. This is like advice on what to focus on for that month of May. So contentment and peace and abundance. So concentrate on those, especially that very first reading I did with you guys with the with the King of Pentacles and the Strength card and all that. That looked really good. So that was nice. Advice is, to surround yourself with a happy home life. Keep things as content and peaceful as possible. And also the successful completion of a project. So that's the advice there, is to, if you have something going, you've started something or, whatever, and that could be around the home. Like I kind of felt that too with that advice card. If it wasn't people needing your help, it was something around the home that needed, repair or, something like that, if you can afford it. The successful completion of a project. So, all right. So I'll leave it there, Leo, and I hope you guys have a great month. And, it might be a little difficult in the heart realm, but I do feel confident you guys will, again, be the victor and pull through, okay, and make strong decisions, so I think that part looks good. So, all right, I'll see you guys for the next readings, and thank you. All right, have a good month.